Hey friends, today we're making a simple, classic meal, roasted chicken breast with mushroom risotto and asparagus. It's wholesome, delicious, and time efficient, perfect for batch prep or dinner tonight. This dish checks all the fuel boxes, big protein, quality starchy carbs, and a ton of veggies, all that while being easy, satisfying, and balanced. The best part? No stirring risotto for an hour. We're using the Instant Pot to make this as effortless as we can. Alright, so let's get started. First, preheat your oven to 375 degrees and prep your chicken. 4 large breasts will feed up to 8, or 4 with leftovers. If they're frozen, defrost them in the microwave first. It takes about 10 minutes. Once ready, place them on a foil-lined baking sheet. Sprinkle with salt and pepper, and pop them in the oven. This is the simplest way to do chicken breasts. They'll come out juicy and full of flavor. They'll roast for about an hour, so we'll use that time to make the risotto and asparagus. For the risotto, you'll need arborio rice. 2 cups for this recipe, and 5 1/3 cups of liquid. The magic ratio for risotto in the Instant Pot is 3 parts liquid to 1 part rice. But the rest of the liquid in this recipe will come from wine or vinegar and the veggies. We'll use mushrooms, onion, garlic, chicken broth, white wine, and Parmesan cheese. And for the asparagus, just olive oil, lemon, salt, and pepper. That's it. Let's get it all out and ready to prep now so it's ready to go. Dice your onion and garlic and then slice the mushrooms. Pro tip, a veggie chopper will speed up chopping onions and mushrooms by about 60% over using a knife, even if you're good with a knife. Also, use a garlic press for the garlic, or run it through your food processor. You'll have a bit of time to use the knife if you want, but that's time you could be sipping the white wine and watching the rest of this video too. For asparagus, snap off the woody ends and then cut into thirds, keeping the tips separate. They cook faster. Set the tips aside in a bowl. Juice your lemons into a small bowl or cup and get the seeds out now. Now, toast your rice. Heat a dry pan over medium heat, add the rice, and shake the pan every couple of minutes until the grains are lightly golden. This adds amazing depth and flavor. While that's happening, heat olive oil in your Instant Pot on saute mode. It heats up fast. It's ready when you smell the fragrance of the oil. Toss in the onion and stir, and then let it soften for a few minutes. Then add the mushrooms with a pinch of salt and pepper. Stir, then leave them alone to brown. They'll release their liquid and get beautifully caramelized. You can push them around once or twice to keep the bottom from overcooking, but try not to stir too much. Once the mushrooms are done, add the garlic. Cook for about 2 minutes, then turn off the saute mode and deglaze with a half cup of white wine or broth. If not using wine, add a couple tablespoons of white wine vinegar or apple cider vinegar with the broth. That acid really brings out the flavors. Scrape all those brown bits too. That's where the flavor lives. Now, add the toasted rice to the Instant Pot and stir to combine. Next, warm your broth or water in the same pan you toasted the rice in. Once it's warm, pour it into the Instant Pot and stir everything together. Then close the vent and set it to pressure cook on high for 6 minutes. That's all it'll take. When done, let it naturally release for 5 minutes and then manually release the pressure. Add 1/4 cup grated fresh parm and then taste. Pro trick here, you can add a half cup or so of cottage cheese to make risotto super creamy without adding a ton of fat. Plus, it adds more protein. It will also add a lot of salt, so do it before adjusting your seasonings. Then taste the risotto and adjust salt and pepper. Time to check on the chicken. When there's about 15 minutes left on your timer, saute the asparagus. Heat a drizzle of olive oil in your rice and broth pan and add the stalks first. Toss with salt, cracked black pepper, and the lemon juice. Cover and let them steam for a few minutes, shaking the pan occasionally. Add the tips in the last 2 minutes. They cook super fast. Altogether, about a 10-minute process. The chicken should be close to golden and juicy by now. For small breasts, they'll need about 50 minutes. For large breasts, about an hour and 10 minutes. Medium breasts, somewhere in between there. You'll know they're done when they're golden on top and clear juices have released. Remove them to a cutting board and slice a half breast per plate. Slice them thinly. They look and taste better that way and they're easier to eat. Time to plate. Start with a scoop of creamy risotto, top with a drizzle of olive oil and or a little parm, a sprinkle of chopped fresh herbs, and then add your asparagus on one side and sliced chicken on the other. A beautiful, balanced plate that's comforting, wholesome, authentic, and delicious. Until next time, keep cooking and enjoying every bite. Ciao!